Greetings and welcome. You're tuned into the sweet spot, and this is Finish Strong Friday. Now, you know the sweet spot is the place where science meets soul, and I'm your host, Dr. Derek Sweet. As a board-certified psychiatrist, I've worked with some of the most driven individuals on the planet. Elite athletes pushing their limits, top entertainers captivating the world, and business leaders forging new paths. You know what they all have in common? They know a thing or two about shining, having to shine, and then also to finish strong. So today on Finish Strong Friday, you know we've been talking about shining all week, the power of your own shine. And here at the sweet spot, you know I'm passionate about helping you do the same. I'm very passionate about you shining, whether it's in your career, your relationships, your personal growth. We're all on a journey to reach our full potential. And this year is no different. This is the year of shining for us. So we've got to shine. Now it's Finish Strong Friday, and as you know, we always come up with a theme, and the theme is this: your shine never dims, even when the clouds are in your eyes. Even when the room is dark, there's always a light within. That's the message. And I'm going to tell you a story, a time when a light inside of me had to shine really brightly. Now picture this. I was a third-year resident in medical school, and I ruptured my Achilles tendon playing basketball. So what that meant was that I had to have surgery. And then what that meant was that I would need to recuperate. I would have to be in a wheelchair. I would need time off. The only thing is, I had rotations to finish as a third-year resident, and it would mean that I wouldn't graduate on time. When I got this very stern letter from the medical school telling me that I would not graduate on time because I would have to do all my recuperation, which would take months. Achilles tendons take a while to repair. Well, that was not what I wanted to hear. Giving up was not an option for me, but deep inside I felt despair. My light was a bit dim. I didn't feel good because I knew that I wanted to walk across that stage, make my parents proud, make myself proud, and to really enjoy the benefits of all the hard work I had already put in medical school. And so guess what? I had to dig deep down. I had to figure out how to not let this doubt about whether I was going to finish creep in. I could not let fear ruin my soul. So guess is what I did. I made a decision that I would just complete my rotations in a wheelchair. I just decided to show up on my rotation. I remember the first day was my OBGYN rotation, and I just showed up with the wheelchair for morning rounds, and everybody looked at me like I was nuts. But guess what? I was there at the crack of dawn. I was there very early. I did all my notes. I was ready. I wheeled myself in and out of rooms, and boy, even though the days were long and I was exhausted, I felt pretty good. And you know what? I think I won over those very tough attendings because they saw something in me, a determination. I think they saw that light. And you know who else saw the light? Those patients that I had to care for. They had something in common with me. We all were in the hospital with some kind of a debilitating thing that didn't allow us to be able to walk around the way we wanted to walk around. So guess what? There was a camaraderie that came out of my choosing to let my little light shine. So at the end of the day, as I reflected on this, it wasn't about medical school expertise for me anymore. It was about the human spirit, the will to shine even in the face of adversity. And you know what? It really lifted the spirits around everyone around me too. People were kind of cheering me on as I wheeled around, as I was stumbling and bumbling. as they would say, through this rotation. They saw in me, I think, a reflection of their own strength, their own capacity to overcome. And in that moment, I understood the true meaning of healing. That healing goes beyond textbooks and prescriptions. It's about connecting with our shared humanity, inspiring hope in each other, holding on to each other, reminding each other that we all have this power to shine, even when things are dim. So this Friday, this Finish Strong Friday, as we deal with the power of shining, I want you to think about that. Think about what makes you shine, even when you're faced with a challenge. How do you go about still shining? What's that one thing you can do this weekend to push through, to keep going, to let your light shine brighter? Maybe it's tackling a project you've been putting off, or maybe reaching out to someone you care about, or simply taking the time for yourself to recharge. Whatever it is, commit to it. Finish strong by shining strong. How's that? Right? Remember, Nelson Mandela once put it this way: it is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. So this weekend, focus on your light. Don't let anything, anyone, or any situation dim your light. Hashtag Shine Strong Friday moments with me, and let's inspire each other to finish this week shining bright. So get out there and shine bright. Have an amazing weekend. And look, if you're feeling inspired to shine stronger by communication, connect with me on X or Instagram or LinkedIn. Or if you can, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more insights and strategies. I would love to hear from you, love to connect with you, and love to collaborate on having a brighter future together. How did you shine through this past week? How are you planning to shine through whatever it is that's in front of you? This is Dr. Sweet. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. And as I've been saying all week, there is that song that should be in each of our minds. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All right, now, see you tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is, right? Absolutely. Tomorrow is Saturday, but not just any Saturday. It is Self-Care Saturday. Love and blessings.